Yes, sir. Fine, sir. It started. Hello, everyone,
Yeah,
and
sure.
welcome back to the collaborative talk show with the Circle of Legends. We at the Circle of Legends are here to provide an ecosystem for collaboration. With the help of technology, we want betterment of society. So today we are going to talk about soft skills. Soft skills are basically a personal attribute of a person which makes easier for him to build relationships, trust and dependability, and it also helps him her to lead his her team. So to talk about this today we have with us Mr. Shashank Sahay, who is an entrepreneur, corporate trainer, and image consultant. He is also founder of Synonymous Training Solutions, and last but not the least, he is also an internationally certified coach. Sir, we welcome you.
Oh, I'm so sorry it was live. Hi, how are you? Am I audible?
Fine, sir. Good, very, very good.
All right, that's great. Yeah, so thank you so much. First of all, I'll thank Darshan sir. I've been in touch with Darshan sir for a long time, and this is an amazing platform, honestly, for not just for me. It's a mutual learning platform. I've learned myself. I've had such a lot of experts. I've seen such a lot of people being here on this platform, delivering their experiences, sharing their experiences and insights and everything. It's been amazing. So I thank Darshan sir for having me here as one of the guests, and at the same time, Monish, thank you so much for being so patient and listening out to these details and then preparing and the questionnaires, of course, that you might have prepared, and Nikita ma'am as well for approaching me and keeping a coordination updated. So thanks to the whole team of the Circle of Legends. Yeah, we're good to go.
Okay. Yes, sir. So, my first thing which everyone is here to know about is that soft skills, right? So, how can soft skills mold a person, or what changes can they build in him, her, if he, she has that soft skill kind of a thing in him?
Uh, okay, see, as far as soft skills are concerned, these are some factors that enhance your personality in every manner, right? So it's like ऐसा नहीं है कि you should like there is a research that says कि soft skills are comparatively more important than your hard skills or the technical skills for that matter. And there was a research that recently came up that showed 87.5% soft skills are more important, but people generally tend to take it as a misconception again that only soft skills are important. So no, it's not like that. Only soft skills are important. It's like a blend of your hard skills and your soft skills are important. So yes, there is some weightage difference you could say. And at the same time, you cannot ignore your hard skills just in case you want to be very good with your soft skills and all. But yeah, soft skills add values. It's a value addition to whole personality of yours, to your knowledge, to how you explain it, and the whole process. So yeah, you enhance yourself, you better yourself, you learn something more, you're able to explain it in a better manner. You can वो जो public fearing जैसी चीज होती है, like people don't they have amazing ideas in their mind, they have a very good command over the language they have, or you could say they have good command on the knowledge bank of theirs, but they are not able to express it. And specifically when it comes to expressing it publicly, it's even more scarier for a lot of people. So yeah, soft skills and all, you can over a period of time you can add to it. It adds to your personality, it extends your personality. Basically, you can say soft skills are an extension to your personality.
Okay, great, sir. Also, I also got through information, fact that it was saying that soft skills are as important as your technical skills, because they help you to reach out to people. Through them only you can show talent which you have inculcated through your studies or by your degree. So yeah, we can see the importance of soft skills in today's life. Also, sir, are there any instances or examples through which this soft skills game becomes easy for people out there to understand?
Okay, see, it's instances and all. You could say, if you're considering hard skills, you could say the hard skills are your pass to get into an organization, and then it's all about the soft skills that you have in you. So It's not like this is like a blend of both, right? So if you want people to get into an organization, supposedly you, me, or for that matter any of the upcoming students that we have, whoever is looking out, so having amazing technical skills is really good, but at the same time you need to possess these soft skills as well. It actually makes it easier. The process of you entering into an organization and then surviving in the organizational structure, it makes it easier for you, because here you are actually in a educational, you know or this whole domain is into education, where you're learning and we are developing your technical skills, and you're meeting students, you're meeting your teachers and all. But later on, here you are learning, right? When you are into an educational thing, you'll be learning, but later on when you're getting into an organization, you'll be applying what you've learned. So here there might be a chance that the teachers would not question you, or they would not blame you, of course, because you're there to learn. But when you get into an organization, you turn out to be a responsible individual there. You'll be adding a whole value to the organizational structure, their finances, their progress, everything. So you need to make this very sure कि you do possess those skills, those soft skills specifically, कि that will help you to blend with the team, blend with your seniors, your juniors, maintain that horizontal and vertical communication model that are usually in the organization. So yes, it's like you need to be very good at communicating at your own level, plus you need to be very good with the senior level of yours or the junior level of yours once you get into an organization.
Yeah.
So it's a blend of both. You cannot keep a weightage or a balance where you can say this is more important, that is more important, but you could say it's a blend. So I like it's a funny example if I would say कि अगर हम लोग चाय बना रहे हैं, तो if you're making a tea, you cannot say कि the milk is more important or the tea powder is more important or the water is more important or any one ingredient is more important. Basically, the end result is the tea, and the tea is a blend of all of this, right? This is a very gharguti, a very household
Yeah.
example that I've given you. So it's like a blend. You need to keep this word or this thing in mind. Ki it's a blend of everything. So you do not need to diversify or differentiate between anything. You need to keep it focused. Ki yes, it is a blend. So I need to work on all these aspects.
Yeah. Also, I would like to request the audience out there, if you have any queries, you can just feel free to just comment down the questions, so that we you can just clear your doubts regarding this. Okay, so sir, moving ahead, soft skills really do matter in, as you told us, that they really do matter, and it's a blend of many things. Uh, but we do sometimes ignore these things. So how can we just mix up this blend into our activities, like the daily activities? How can we learn them easily without just disturbing or hampering our daily schedule?
See, basically these skills are not only something that would help you to get into an organization. Why these skills, the skills that we're talking about right now, if I name out a few, it's communication, it's presentation, body language, grooming, your behavior as an individual, then your behavior towards the others, and how good are you at listening things, how good are you at analyzing, and then reasoning. And these abilities are not just something that is used only in an organization, right? You'll communicate with your family, you'll communicate with your friends, your social life is there, your personal life is there, your organizational life is there, and a professional life and all. So it's like you talking to your father, you talking to your mom, your sister, your siblings, or your friends, or you could say your seniors or your juniors, or your school friends, your college friends. So it happens everywhere. We are communicating right now, right? So this is also a skill that we are able to communicate, we are able to pass on the ideas that we have in our mind through a proper medium, that is the language that we are using, through a
Hmm.
proper structured sentences that we are using here right now. So it's, you cannot say ki, soft skills are only used in an environment, it's organizational or professional. It's used everywhere. So you can talk to your
Yeah.
families. You can of course bunk classes. Everyone does that. So but yeah, once you're bunking your classes, you need to make sure if you're sitting with your group, you can practice it there. A normal discussion in a specific language,
Oh my.
or for that, for on any specific topic you guys can have, it will turn out to be a group discussion, right? You'll be able to understand how we need to be a good listener, where you're actually contradicting someone on a point. Is your point
Hmm.
valid or not? So this is how you practice. I'll be sitting with my dad in the morning having a cup of coffee. My dad will be giving me some update from the newspaper. That's the communication for me. I can ask my dad something regarding that. If I don't have those good communication skills, I would not be able to connect with him. Like we are connecting right now. The
Yeah.
audience that we have, we are connecting right now is because we have something in common to discuss about. So yeah, as long as you're in an educational environment where you're studying, you can go bunk lectures, but you can sit and utilize the time instead of just sitting and doing nothing, right? We used to have that environment. I'm an engineer, and I know we used to, of course, like engineers, but now I'm sorry to say that, but yes, that's a fact. So we used to sit out, we used to go bunk lectures, we used to have party in the canteens, but we used to do one specific thing majorly all the time is we used to have continuous group discussions happening. We used to hone each other's skills. We used to make sure, supposing there is a company coming up for placements, and if we in this whole group of ours, if we have 2 or 3 people who are eligible, right? We would sit with them. We would conduct mock interviews with them. We would do a group discussion, a demo or a mock group discussion with them. So it's like it helps us as well, and plus it helps to you know prepare them for appearing for these rounds and all. So you utilize your time at the same time, right? See, right now we are talking. I'm giving you these examples. If you're sitting out with your friends, you'll be using your time properly. You'll be communicating. You'll be improving your communication skills. You'll be improving your group discussion skills. You'll be improving how you analyze someone's sentences. How you will be reacting or responding to someone what they have said. Are you agreeing to someone's point or not? Or if you're disagreeing, then how you're taking it forward. Instead of being directly bang on the face, you can take a polite manner to say ki, yes, I slightly differ from this point, instead of saying ki, nahi, tu galat hai. Right? This is a difference. Because if you are in an environment where every individual has a different set of opinions, right? Supposing, for an example, we have 4 people standing, right? And in that group of 4 people, if you place a number 3 in the middle, one would see it as a 3, right? One would see it as an E, one would see it as an M, and one would see it as a W. Is any one of them wrong?
Yeah. Hmm.
Right?
No.
Because
It's
they
their
all are
perspective to
looking at
see
that thing.
you.
Yeah, it's their perspective. Exactly. So, everyone has their set of opinions, everyone has their own perspective to talk about, to share their opinions and everything. So it's like in these 4 people, no one was wrong because they were seeing that thing, and for them, that was the right thing. Right? So you need to step in someone else's
Yeah.
shoes, and then you will understand ki, if that person has that perspective, why does he has this perspective? So empathy comes in play, right? Sympathy and empathy is very
Okay.
differentiated. People need to practice empathy a lot now because unless and until you would not empathize with someone, empathy is one of the most core soft skills an individual should have, because that is where you understand, not just understand, you actually feel what the other person is feeling. So you step in their shoes, and then you can say, yes, now I understand why your perspective was like this. So contradiction is not always needed. You need to somewhere leave your comfort zone, get into someone else's shoes, and then you can actually relate to them, and then you would understand ki, why is this why is the difference of perspective there.
Yeah. Yeah. To the audience out there, we are not at all promoting bunking. It's just an example given by sir, so that how you can inculcate those values with your day-to-day life. Okay. So it's very honored, and I'm very happy to tell you all that sir is also working with an NGO named Mitti, and he has been contributing there with all his heart, and he's doing that work since a very long time. So, sir, we are very eager to know about that thing, about the Mitti and the thing behind that and
All right.
everything. Yeah.
I'll just take the name right now. Amit Jain is the guy. I'll say he's the face of the organization right now. And we bluntly say it anywhere. You would not find me in front of the people, or you would not find Sakit. Sakit is one of the co-founders of the organization. There's a whole team. We have more than 130 interns who are working with us right now. A lot of them has also passed out. I'm so sorry. So they've completed the internships. So this was a whole. This whole organization works on that one single. What do we call it, foundation, or the main purpose is of women empowerment and widow rehabilitation, right? And by women empowerment, we don't mean mean ki we'll be empowering the women. So women don't need empowerment. Let's make it very clear. This exact meaning is not like that. So women empowerment is like, what we do is like we train the women that we have at our community center with certain skills. So right now, if they are with us, we would be able to help them out in certain manner. And if in case they'll be moving out, they'll have a skill with them that they can make a livelihood out of, right? So there'll be a less of struggle. They'll
Yeah.
be more confident. to face the world. And at the same time, if we all know, we all have something or the other that is a part of the struggle of life, right? So this is what we are trying to do. Initially it was very tough. I've seen Amit putting his whole and soul into it, and we have been playing our part as well. Recently in this lockdown that happened, so we were able to raise 23 lakhs, yeah, that is 2.3 million, and we were able to help around 2300 families by providing them 1000 rupees each, or 1000 rupees worth of ration, so that they can at least survive a week or something more than that. And that was, more than anyone else, the daily wage workers were the ones who were hit badly with this lockdown that has happened, because most of them were left out at remote locations where they were working. They didn't have any means to go out to any specific place, or they cannot even travel because all the means of communications and all the means of transportations were also blocked at the same time. So that was an initiative that we took last year. We did and then in a campaign, and right now also we are in a process of doing a campaign where our women's at the community center are making these tea light candles, and we'll be promoting it, and we'll be putting it up for sale. And the money, the amount that is collected, and that is distributed amongst the ladies. So last year we were that was last year. It was not much, but yeah, we would probably say every woman got a share of more than 15,000. So we have this one thing ki, like this time we want to do it even better. We want to take it at a bigger level, so that because this whole gap that has been created because of this lockdown phase, at least it won't be mended
Yeah.
fully, but yeah, it can be till a certain extent. The impact could be reduced, you could say.
Hmm.
So being a trainer, I
Kudos to
talk a
you,
lot.
sir, for
So
just doing. No, no, sir, that's not a problem. And kudos to you for just doing such a great work and taking the great initiative. And do you guys please do remember that women don't need empowerment, right? Okay.
exactly.
Like, yeah. So we got to know about what soft skills basically are, and why should one practice them. One last thing. Uh, what I feel is that everyone has some sort of soft skills in them by their birth, like they inculcate from their parents or something like that. How can one develop them,
See,
develop those skills, upgrading them?
yeah, see, I'll tell you, there is a couple of stories that I had. I guess I discussed it with you earlier. So it's very simple. We all have seen elephants, right? We all have seen elephants. We all have seen horses. So taking these elephants, they are one of well, not one of the, they are the strongest mammals. We all know that, right? So if
Hmm.
we
Yeah.
remember, when they are small, when the elephants are baby, a baby elephant, they are tied in iron. What do we call it? English में उसको सापड़ी बोलते हैं, or you could say iron chains, or metal chains and all, they are tied into. Because being so young, being so
Yeah.
small, infant baby elephants, they are not able to break that iron chain or that metal chain, right? And that is how their brain is
Hmm.
developed over a period of time, till the time they become a full-fledged big elephant. But if you see a big elephant, a fully grown elephant cannot break a, unless in his proper senses, not like if in case there's something wrong with the elephant, they are not able to break even a rope that is tied to their legs. Why? Because their brain has been conditioned
Okay.
in a manner ki the thing that is in their leg,
Yeah.
it cannot be broken. When they were young, it was a metal chain. When they grew up, it's a rope. But for them, it's the same thing that has
Okay.
kept them from breaking it all their lives. And this is the preset, this mind conditioning it is. So the same thing has been doing, the same thing has been happening with us as well. Right? I'm not blaming the
Yeah.
bringing up of an individual in any family in India, but what I'm trying to say is, like, there is some conditioning that we all have. Right? I'll tell you about me.
Hmm.
My dad, he was into railway services, right? My dad's brothers and all,
Okay.
everyone was into railway services. My grandfathers and all, they were into farming and all. And we don't have anyone who has been into business or training for that matter or anything. My dad had this one single thing, yeah, my son should also go for railway services and all. But yeah, I actually was able to find that purpose of mine. Ki, nahi, I want to go for something like this. So I actually broke that mindset of that I was born and brought up into. So first, try and get out of this conditioning of yours. And one thing, be responsible. Take responsibility for your decisions, right? If you are getting into something, you don't have any right to go and blame your father, your mother, your parents, your siblings, or your relatives or anyone. No one told you to go for something
Hmm.
that you didn't want to. You can stand, you can say,
Yeah.
I don't want to go for this, instead I want to go for something like that. But if you're choosing a field of yours, be responsible, take the responsibility. If you excel into it, it'll of course be your achievement. If you do not, if you fail for any specific reason, you cannot turn back and blame anyone else. It is your whole and sole responsibility. So break the mindset that you have, take responsibility of your actions, develop yourself. These small things would help you to understand how you can be develop into a responsible individual, and then later on take better decisions and make it even, make your action count, and bring it to life, because your action speaks louder than your words, the proverb says. So take decisions. It's good. You would fail, no worries. It's not a big deal. You would not fail unless and until you accept the failure. This sounds very philosophical, but this, for me, it works. I have been following one more thing, that there's a story of a bamboo tree, if you remember, or if anyone might have heard. It takes a lot of time. The bamboo tree, it takes a lot of time to come out. The very first leaf of it takes years to come out of the ground, right? You will have to continuously nurture
Hmm.
it, you'll have to continuously water it, you'll have to continuously give it the proper manure and everything that is needed. And people lose patience. ये बाहर नहीं आ रहा है, it's not coming out, it's not coming out, and then they tend to leave it. If you relate this thing to an idea of yours, people are like, "Ki, it's not working, it's not working, it's not working," and they leave it. What they don't understand is, like, it
Hmm.
can be a bamboo tree for you. It might not pop up all of a sudden out of the ground, but once it does, it will grow leaps and bounds in days, right? So you need to practice patience.
Yeah.
You need to be patient.
Yeah.
You need to understand it might be a bamboo tree. I'll just refer. There is a video of Sri Guruji Gaur Gopal Das. He has shared this story in one of his videos that he usually keeps updating on YouTube's and everywhere. So this story he has also mentioned there. Be spiritually active. Something very important. It keeps your head on your shoulders. So you have a realization of yourself, and at the same time keep assessing yourself. There is the whole world is there to assess you according to themselves. What you need to do is you need to assess yourself according to you. First, sit and if in a day,
Yeah.
sit, think, yes, what I've done in this whole day, what was it good, was it bad, or something like that. And I would say something to the people who are in the startup mode right now is like, it is good to have a plan B, plan C, plan D as well, but do not live with that mindset
Okay.
that you have a plan B ready, right? Because the moment you
Yeah.
start thinking, yes, I have a plan B, you start deviating from your plan A. Unless and until
Yeah.
you are
It's
not
true. It's
left
true.
with any option, ki, yaar, this plan A is not going to work. Don't even think of the plan B. Keep stuck, stay stick,
Hmm.
stuck at that point. Ki, yes, I am going to make this plan A work. And once you actually feel, okay, fine, there is a point of time where you would realize, okay, this plan A is actually not going to work. I've tried every way. Then you can actually take up the plan B and start working on it. But till the time you do not reach the dead end of a point, dead end where you feel this plan A is not working, don't get the plan
Yeah.
B into your head, because you'll basically start getting deviated from your plan A. And even if it might work after a period of time, you might lose on it. This happens.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. So this brings us to the end of our session. Now, the three takeaways which we got to know through this session was that soft skills are a blend of skills which you need to inculcate. Second thing, you need to take responsibility of everything what you do. And the third thing is self-assessment, which is very important. Also, I express my heartily gratitude to everyone, to Shashank sir, to Darshan sir, to Nikita ma'am, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. And thank you, our great audience, for listening our session. And please stay tuned and stay updated to the Circle of Legends, because we bring to you daily live session show where you can learn a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. It was amazing being here. I just hope we'll keep continuing, taking this forward ahead.